Dr. Lopez, Dr. Isoc, members of the Board of Regents, officers of the administration, faculty of the College of Nursing, batchmates, friends, parents, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Here I am once again, standing in front of you. I'm pretty sure some of you are getting tired of my long speeches, and maybe some of you are worried that I might make you cry again the way I did during our pinning ceremony. But we'll see. But just to be sure, ready your hands. Okay, so it was about 9 in the morning of July 8, 2013. I was just lying around watching Game of Thrones because I have given up on the excitement of refreshing the PRC website every once in a while the night before. But my phone rang and I heard my friend Sheila on the other line and she was screaming. At first I thought there was an emergency of some sort here in CNU because I really didn't hear any words, just screaming. Until moments later, I finally deciphered the word "Stop 8 ka." But the first thing I asked was, sure? Tama ba? Pero 100% means that's the first thing that I asked her. But after the call, I quickly checked the site if we all passed. The moment I saw CNU 100%, I started to cry and laugh at the same time. Isn't that crazy? But it wasn't. I was just so happy that God heard all of our prayers. Nobody was left behind. So the next thing I did was, I just had to make sure that my name was really on the list of top notchers. And once I saw it, there it was, my name, on that list. But I didn't just see my name on it, I saw hundreds of names that brought me there. And to start, to my alma mater, Dr. Lopez, and the members of the administration, thank you for maintaining the excellence of our university and our education. Thank you for giving us a chance to partake of the vision that you had for so long. Well, to be honest, I must have been one of those who whined, complained, and demanded the most, and we were so ungrateful in the process. But we see it now. We see the greatness, and we are honored to be part of it. To Dr. Palampon, Mrs. Kotamora, our level coordinators, advisors, clinical instructors, and the rest of the CNUCN family, thank you. You took us as mere hatchlings, and you nurtured us. Yes, we may not have appreciated you enough during our college days, but there were even times when we frowned at your every attempt to help us learn. What some of you may have given as teaching, we may have taken as torturing. As what Sir Lopez said a while ago, Sir Daniel, the great tormentor. But hatchlings as we were, we only wanted life the easy way. But what we failed to see was that you guys were fledging us. You see, that's how eaglets learn to fly. First, we get so comfortable inside our nests, just receiving food that our mothers worked so hard to catch. We get so comfortable that we don't even try to leave the nest. So what our mother eagle does is she shakes the nest and then she flaps her wings at us to scare us, making us want to jump without even knowing for sure if our wings are strong enough for us to fly. And when it seems so hopeless and down is the only way to go, that's when our mother eagles, our teachers, our instructors, swoop down just in time to catch us before we hit the solid hard ground. At first, we may have hated her, whine, and complain for scaring us like that, but that's how we became eagles. And today, as we spread our wings, we say that we are eternally grateful for all that you've done for us. Thank you. And that's it lang. To Sir Noel, Miss Jade, Miss Delight, Miss Leia, and the rest of the Powerhouse Training and Review Center staff and administration, thank you. You were there with us when we just started reviewing, clueless as to how the board exam goes during our triumphs, and you were still there during our failures. You've seen our progress, our breakdowns. You listened to our complaints, our fears, and you never failed to encourage us, even up to the days when we were already there taking the board exams. Well, personally, I have so many things to thank Powerhouse for. They made a great difference, not just in my board exam performance, but also in my life. As most of you know, I just started reviewing as an ordinary student who never really had any academic achievements. I never aimed to be on top, I simply wanted to pass. But Powerhouse taught me, including all our clinical instructors, to aim high and to never be afraid to dream big. Because of all the support from my family, our clinical instructors, lecturers, and Powerhouse staff, and our friends, I started to believe in myself that I can do it. During the review, I had a hard time studying because I was going through some personal problems. But because of all the help that I got, I was able to cope up. In Powerhouse, they did not just train our brains, they also trained our hearts. I think all of us would agree to that. They did not simply feed us with as much information as we can take. They also helped us deal with our emotions and attitude towards ourselves and to others. And they never failed to remind us to keep our faith in God and to continue strengthening it no matter what. Reviewing with Powerhouse wasn't a perfect journey, not just to me, but I think to all of us. There were always ups and downs, there were triumphs and failures. There were even times when I started doubting myself and I started comparing myself to others and realized that I was just a mere mediocrity. But our ARDs and our clinical instructors who were always there every single day when we had our review, they reminded us that each one of us is unique. And comparing ourselves to others won't take us anywhere. They also taught us not just to pray for ourselves, but to pray for everyone who will be taking the board exam. For we are all fighting the same battle, and we need all the help that we can get. With Powerhouse, I did not just become more knowledgeable, I also became a better person. My journey with Powerhouse and my CNU family did not end the moment I finished shading that 500 answer on my answer sheet and closed that booklet. For I will always carry everything that I've learned from them in the years to come. To my batchmates, I don't even know where to begin. Well, we may have had our own differences, especially during our first few years here, and the pressure that came with the board exam may have brought out the worst in us, especially during the last few weeks. But we were just there for each other, weren't we? We may have had our selfish moments, but we still ended up helping each other. We were all struggling, but we always found time to assist someone in need. We listened to each other's opinions, especially during rationalizing of simulations. We were very noisy, remember? And most of all, we always prayed for each other. When you hear people, it's never, Lord, I pray that I will pass the board exam. It was always, Lord, please, CNU 100%. It is always like that. We prayed that nobody gets left behind, and we did it. And to my friends, the Daniels, especially to the friends that I call my sisters. Thank you. You were there during my darkest moments, and not just in the context of being there for me. They were literally there for me. When I couldn't study on my own because I was feeling sad, they were just a phone call away, and minutes later, they're there in my room studying with me, encouraging me, and praying with me especially. There were times that some of us were discouraged, and along with the stress of reviewing came other personal struggles. But it didn't matter to us, for every trial that we face together. Love you, girls. And to our families, our parents, first of all, we wouldn't even be here now if not for them. That's a given. And throughout these years, they stayed with us, giving us that extra push when we needed it, and our constant fallback in times of failure. You know, when I was younger, I always wondered why I didn't have the kind of parents that others have. You know, the ones who follow you around in school, pampering you, giving in to your every need and your every want. But as I grew up, I realized that I didn't need that kind of pampering, and my parents knew that. And I thank them every single day for being the type to watch you fall, wait, and then congratulate you when you find your own way back up. This doesn't mean that they love me less, because they love me dearly. They just know that I'm stronger than I give myself credit for. To my beloved siblings, you are my inspiration in studying and fighting to get to the top. And you will always inspire me to continue fighting no matter how hard life gets. To my father, who has sacrificed a lot just to raise our family, and sent me to school and buy me expensive books that I barely even read, and he scolded me every single day about it. I'm sorry for disappointing you for so many years, for getting so low grades in spite of all your teachings and showing me how important education is. I know that it's a little too late, but I did my best.
Ayaw kaya.
Ay, Gloha.
Bogi ko kasabot. Ko kasabot.
I did my best, and I hope this achievement makes up for all my shortcomings as a hopeless child.
Oh my God, kasabot ka po. Kapit na.
And my greatest gratitude of all to my Heavenly Father. Not even all the 7,000 languages in the world could express how grateful I am to Him. When the results of the board exam came out, most of my friends told me that I deserved to be on the top because of all the hardships that I've been through in my life. But no, I don't deserve any of that. In fact, I deserve more sufferings and more hardships for all the things that I've done. But instead of doing that, He placed me in this position where I can just give Him thanks and praise for all that He has done in my life, to show all of us how gracious and merciful He is and how much He loves us. As Jesus said in Mark 11:24, and I'll never get tired of this verse, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe and really believe that you received it and it will be yours. Well, I think we all know the lines that got us teary-eyed every single day of review. Remember those songs? Father, you are King over God. I will be still and know you are God. And on Sundays, that wonderful song that just really makes us cry, especially the video that Miss Delight showed us. If my heart is grown cold, there your love will unfold. As you open my eyes to the words of your hand. Aren't those words just wonderful? And especially that song that we sang during the, what do you call it? Pre-boards. Those songs that got us through the last few days. Especially that song that says, what in trials of this life, the greatest source, the hardest nights, are your mercies in disguise. Those words just help us get through. And may we continue to live by those words and give Him thanks and praise in both good times and the bad. And to our fellow Normalites, our younger brothers and sisters, may this achievement be an inspiration to you to strive hard and to never be afraid to aim high. And all those people who, in their own little ways, good or bad, have led us to become who we are and where we are today. Whoever they may be, the boyfriend, the girlfriend, the best friend, the hater, the backstabber, the cafeteria cashier, the snatcher, the kulisan, the strict supervisor in a certain area in the hospital, our research respondents, the staff nurses that we've been working with, the patients that we cared for. We thank them for giving us the drive and for giving us a purpose. And finally, we thank ourselves. Let us awkwardly pat our own backs and congratulate ourselves, because we did it. There may have been huge roadblocks along the way and moments when we were so tired that we only had to drag ourselves just to keep on going. But we made it. And boy, is it such a huge relief. Someday, we will look back to this day and we will miss it. The achievements, the gratitude, the memories will always be in our hearts. But we will miss today, this day. Not the kind that will make us sad and want to go back, but one that will make us look back, then move forward with our feet, with our heads held high and smiles on our faces. I would like to end this message in the words of Confucius, and I think every one of us can relate to this, especially during those times of failure. In our case, a concrete example would be when we get our midterm grades. So my dear old friend Confucius tells us that our greatest glory is not in never failing or falling, but in rising in every time we fall. Hello everyone, I am Sherry May Manzanares Ampil, RN, a Bachelor of Science in Nursing graduate of Cebu Normal University, who passed the June 2013 Philippine Nurses Licensure Exam with 85 fellow normalites and made it to the top with 2 others. Thank you.